Welcome back to Hasselt in Belgium for the first match of the second day of the 2015 European Championship. It's Big John Henderson.
In Hasselt in Belgium, and it's Big John Henderson on stage to take on Little John, Roby John Rodriguez. Scotland versus Austria in this one. And Hendo producing the shock of the first round here in Hasselt, knocking out the Grand Prix champion Robert Thornton. Roby John knocked out a former world champion himself in Christian Kist. Huge opportunity for one of these guys to make it through to the quarter-finals tomorrow.
Yeah, that was certainly a great win for Big John. There's Little John. World ranking already up to number 49, and I'm sure he will rise in the World Championships this year, so the ranking points or the ranking money, we'll see him rise. Big John Henderson, a lot of experience, and that win against Robert Thornton was an exceptional win, really, because there was 4 2+ finishes in the game from him, and playing, obviously, Robert Thornton just won the Grand Prix. Probably his best TV performance for quite some time for Big John. Let's see what happens in the first game of day 2. Big John will start the proceedings.
Yeah, longer format, so first to 10 legs, so it should theoretically free these guys up to play without the pressure of thinking, oh, if I go 2-3 legs down, then I'm running out of time to turn this around. Hopefully it gives them the opportunity to produce their best stuff. That is not Roby John's best stuff.
Well, he's quite liable to do that quite often, as we've noticed when we've seen him on TV, Roby. He can be erratic on occasions. He's certainly got the talent, so he needs to maybe work on that little bit of his game, I don't know.
It's often the way with young players, though, isn't it? We know these guys can throw incredible averages and put in great performances, but it's doing it game after game, leg after leg, and being able to do it on the big stage as well. Well,
the longer you stay in a tournament, you're going to play top players. You can't afford any mistakes. And if you're making small mistakes like that, maybe in a last leg or a deciding set or something, it can be crucial. But he's certainly got the talent. I like him. He's got a lot of spark, a little bit of attitude. Certainly got the talent.
Yeah, you say attitude.
58.
I mean, look, John Henderson's probably had bigger meals than Roby John Rodriguez, but when it comes to sort of nasty streak, Roby John is absolutely packed full of it. He doesn't mind getting involved with the crowd. He'll give it back to them. I remember at the World Cup in Germany, when they were playing Germany, he picked a fight with 2,000 Germans. It was brilliant.
Yeah, he does like it, doesn't he? That kind of character. Obviously over here in Europe, and maybe a little bit more of the crowd on his side. Both players got the respect walking on the stage. Already all dressed up, ready for the afternoon proceedings. Was she wearing a Chris Mason shirt?
I think must shop at the same place.
42. John, you require 100.
Not left to finish there, Roby John, so 1-2-6 for Big Hendo.
Well, that was a feature, wasn't it, as we said, of his win against Thornton. Wow, 6-6 for 1-2-6. Oh, Big Bad John! 1-2-6 in the first leg. We mentioned his big finish in against Thornton. He starts the very first leg with a 1-2-6 finish.
Yeah, picking up where he left off against Thornton. It was back-to-back 12 darters at the back end of that game when it looked like the Thorn had kind of reeled him in after allowing Henderson to take the lead, but producing when it counted in the opening round.
Yeah, because the scoring in the leg wasn't enigmatic by any standards. When you take out shots like that, not just brings your average down, but denies your opponent another opportunity.
Treble 19's working very well for Hendo at the minute. Roby John yet to catch light in this one.
96.
Long way off with that last dart.
He just needs to settle down just a little bit. Like I said, he's not been in this position often. Well, John's been in this one. Maximum from Big John.
100. John, you require 47.
Tops he wants. And tops he gets, and this is some start from John Henderson.
Well, absolute quality from Hendo. Great start. Obviously too early to really get stuck into the averages, but well over 100 already into leg 3.
99.
Well,
Settled down well, hasn't he?
Yeah, he has. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, but this is kind of the stuff he was throwing in Munich earlier this year when he had this incredible run to the final of the European Tour event, only beaten in deciding leg by MVG. But I mean, he had a 107 average against Brendan Dolan and 102 against Andrew Gilding, and he did it over the whole course of the weekend. Now, if this is another weekend like that, people were asking him, Henderson, saying, "Oh, are you going to play like that again? Like in Munich, you were great." And he genuinely just said, "I don't know, but he might here, and what a time to do it."
All these players, when it clicks, it's just trying to do it more often than not. It's clicking at the moment from Big John, and what we see quite often in tournaments, somebody plays so well in one round, like he did against Thornton, can't carry it on to the next round. But he's doing so at the moment, so big trouble for Little John.
$43.
Wow. Wonder who they're supporting.
Psychedelic here in Hasselt.
85.
Pretty sure that's a Peter Wright wig.
27.
Scruffy stuff again
John,
from
you require
Rodriguez and
157.
Henderson, looking at 157 here. Just one treble will set it up for him.
60.
Could have been better, but Roby John's a long way back. Now, Roby had made his debut at the World Championships back in December, and he got drawn against Barney in the very first round. And having already mentioned Roby John's nasty streak and the fact he loves the big stage and doesn't seem fazed by it, he did seem overawed in that, never got going, and Barney gave him an absolute hiding. Now, he's playing right now like he did in that game. Ooh, missing the big number from Hendo.
37.
He's one of those players, though, isn't he, that he just needs one thing to make him spark, a maximum maybe, or a big outshot, and then he seems to go on that run. But like I said before, if you're making too many mistakes against somebody who's playing as well as John Henderson is at the moment, you're leaving yourself a big battle.
95. John, you require 60.
Well, he likes topsters, Hendo. He's hit it already. Missed opportunity.
Well, that's the first miss. Could have been 3-0 ahead. Obviously longer distance, first to 10. But the early part of matches are so crucial. 14 for Bull. He's hit the treble, so it's double 11.
62.
Well, nearly got the spark from Roby.
John, you require 20.
But not quite.
And that is 3-0. And John Henderson, he is all over the young Austrian in the early stages here.
Yeah, needs to get that first leg on the board as soon as possible. Otherwise it starts affecting your positive thoughts. Obviously going into a break after leg 5. Don't want to be too far behind. Looks very comfortable, doesn't he, John Henderson, at the moment. Sometimes struggles, he's a big lad, sometimes struggles in an arena with when it's very hot. It's obviously a big arena here. We're in October. He's playing brilliant. Playing absolutely fantastic darts.
81.
Yeah, and he is looking pretty decent for another break of throw. If he did break here and will go 4-0, a holder throw 5-0, he's halfway there. I only need 10 legs to make it through to the quarterfinals. He's only made one major quarterfinal in the PDC before. That was at the Grand Prix back in 2011. The winner of this one will face either Kim Huybrechts, the Belgian, playing in his home country, or Peter Snakebite Wright.
Should go for treble 10 because he's on the finish. He's hit it, so double 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49.
49.
16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impeccable. 49. 16. His finishing has been impecc Now,
Robbie, you
this
require
would be a spark
170.
for Rodriguez if he can hit it. But he hasn't challenged, really, in any leg so far.
56.
One dart at double for Roby John
John, you
Rodriguez. That's
require
all he's had.
32.
One dart at double 11, that was it. Hendo looking next door for double 8. Now for double 4. Oh, Hendo, you saw the grimace after the second dart, but he pins it with his last dart. It is 4-0. Hendo's going for a 5-0 lead here, and all kinds of problems for Roby John Rodriguez here.
Yeah, that last dart dagger. When you stood behind your opponent and he misses with the first two, you get that thought in your head you're going to get a throw.
60.
Dismissed by the Scotsman with that last dart.
Well, there you see, only one dart at double, he's missed it. Hendo, 44%, I mean, that's, you know, it's all right, it's not brilliant, it's not poor, but he's getting chances, and if this continues, then
60.
it's going to be a walk in the park for Big Hendo.
Well, we're into leg 5. Albie's only averaging 73. He's only hit 3 ton plus scores and nothing else.
60.
So that tells you a massive story, because he's not even throwing at a double to bring his average down. There you see, 3-0-0. Henderson 2 maximums.
They've both come against the throw as well, which has helped him get those breaks. A bit more like it from Roby John.
Just fighting to get a spark, isn't he? He'll feel a little bit better if he can take one leg into the break. If it's 5-0, the writing could be on the wall. He's just dropped his dart there, just recomposing himself.
Yeah, he has got an opportunity here, though. Just above the wire. Oh, and he's a decent marker to follow it into the treble bed, but there's just no grouping, there's no consistency there with his darts. At the minute, Roby John Rodriguez,
He's looking so disappointed, isn't he, walking around the back. Just can't seem to get anything to give him something to chew on. There's nothing there at the moment. But you've got to keep fighting, because you'll be in this position. Doesn't matter how good you are in the game of darts, you're always going to be in these kind of positions. You've got to fight your way through it. We all know how they can change these games so quickly, but it's not looking good.
yeah, well, there is a break after this leg, so Roby John will be, I would imagine, it can't come fast enough for him. Just wants to get off the stage and try and come up with something.
Shaking his head, disappointment, can't believe what he's doing at the moment.
Yeah, we spoke to Roby John earlier on, you might have seen it, where he talked about he's not afraid of losing. He just sees it as a learning experience, but this is a very, very severe lesson he's being taught in the early stages by John Henderson. Not left to finish again, he's on 159, but if he can set it up.
I think he's just completely dejected by the way he's playing. That's all it's down to. He's just not hitting anything. Nothing like the Roby we know.
Oh, hits the treble tops he wants. Oh, not far away from another ton plus checkout from Big John, but Roby John looks at 92. Is he going to start on the bullseye? No, he's gone for the treble 20, and he might not get a double.
56.
Well, the first one was good. The second one had gone in. It may have brought a smile to his face, but it's just not happened for the young Austrian. As Big John looking at tops.
Thank you.
Oh, shot from the crowd distracted him a little bit. Got to keep focused. Unlucky.
Robbie, you require 36.
Well, just for something, for Roby John to get a foothold in this game, to take something into the break. There it is, and there's a bit of a celebration from Roby John. It's been subdued stuff, but he's got a leg on the board. It's 4-1 to Henderson. Advantage to the big Scotsman.